Hello and welcome to this short video about Starbound, covering the first 15 minutes of gameplay. Starbound's currently on early access on Steam. It's a fantastic looking little game and based around old school graphics, which I really love. Just playing around with the options there. You can see we can create lots of characters. I've already been playing this for some time, so I've got some advanced characters, but I'm starting things out. See, there's lots of different species that you can play. We've got an avian type of race, which is like a bird, and an apex, which is like great apes. You can change the different sex, so you can have male or female. You can randomize it, and randomizing is actually quite good fun. I've come up with some very interesting combinations using that. Florian, which actually reminds me of Guild Wars 2 a bit, and a very strange looking race there with 3 eyes, which I just show you here. Here you go. So he's got 3 eyes, and again there's like an alien thing. I can hardly pronounce that. Hytol? I don't know. And my favourite, which is the glitch, which are the machines, little robots, do funky things. Oh no, that's really cool. Ooh, I love that. Nice. You can see there's normal, hardcore, and permadeath. I haven't messed with the permadeath or hardcore. I'm just going to play on normal mode here. Let me just look through. Actually quite good randomised names as well, but of course I've got to stick with my normal. So Saturnius is one of my older handles, but let's go with that. And once we've done there, you can see we can select the character, and then we can join a multiplayer server. If you take note of that IP address, that's the multiplayer server which I run, so please feel free to join me on there. It's a vast universe. Hopefully we'll bump into each other and help each other out. You don't need a server account or server password. Bang joint server and you're in straight away. Very quick, very easy. Note that yes, it's like Terraria and yes, it's like Minecraft, but you get quests. At the moment those quests are more like tutorials. I'm hoping that as the game progresses and comes out of beta we'll get more and different quests, but at this moment in time it's really very restricted to just a simple tutorial. So you can see there you've got some basic quest text. You need to search your ship's storage for a matter manipulator, and it tells you that you need to press E to interact with objects, which is a good tip. Standard controls are W, A, S and D to move up, down, left, right, space to jump, and then of course you can move your mouse cursor around, and you can also interact with objects with a combination of all of those. Left click and right click to actually activate anything, but press E or across this and up pops your ship locker. Now you can see here that you're starting some equipment. That's your matter manipulator, and you'll notice it goes straight up into those top quick slots which are running across the top of the screen. I'm just going to put some bits and pieces in there ready and waiting. There's some seeds which you can use to plant. Won't be doing that in this demo, but they can be useful later on. There's some torches which are useful for searching on the ground, and we got a quest complete because we just picked up the matter manipulator there. So accept that reward, which is 10 pixels. Pixels is the currency within the game, and is often used to actually help you do crafting too. So we got our next quest, which is to make ourselves a crafting table. To do that we're going to need some different kinds of goodies, some different kinds of resources. So I just need to click accept on that. We're going to get a crafting table. Let's just see. Yep, there's your crafting table. In case you're wondering why I'm pausing, this is actually a pre-recorded video, so I'm just commenting over it. So it's hard to remember exactly what I was doing at the time. Let's just see. Okay, yep, looking at the options, just going to raise up the music volume there. So hopefully you get to listen to some of the soundtrack. It's a very beautiful soundtrack with this game. Really is very good. Okay, so moving around, you can zap down to the planet there using that icon at the bottom, or click E on that pad, and that will allow you to move down to the planet. You can invite a party, so you can get your people in there and take them down to the planet with you, or go to their particular place, and we've teleported down to the planet. So you can see all of this is procedurally generated. Every planet really does look different. I haven't seen two beasts the same ever, which is quite remarkable really. But we can have a bit of a play around. You can see there's something flying up there. Flying beasties come into their own when we get a bow and arrow. And you can see there's lots of different stuff here. We can got his matter manipulator out, and there's his sword. Just taking a couple of swipes with the sword there just to see what it feels like. I'm just going to have a quick look around here, and you can see those little meerkat beasties. Just going to take those out. So he's taken damage at this stage. You don't have any armour. Well, you have an outfit, but no real armour, so he takes a lot of damage very early. And you can see he's dropping pixels. Got 35 pixels from just those 2 kills. But you can also note that actually that really did hurt. He's nearly down to half his health. We're going to do some chopping. The matter manipulator acts as a pickaxe come multi-tool. Does everything. But it does everything incredibly slowly. And you can see here it's taking a very long time just to do something basic like chopping down a tree. You'll get there in a minute. There we go. And that will pop and give you lots of wood and saplings, and you can plant saplings anywhere on the ground, or you can hoe the ground first. I haven't really noticed whether it makes much difference hoeing or not. And there we go, we're going to be cutting down this next tree. And you're going to need those bits of tree to make other stuff. The crafting table obviously needs some wood, so we're collecting the wood here. And as you can see, it does take a very long time. Once you've got an axe and a pickaxe, it's much quicker to do some resource gathering, which really is the beginnings. So we're going to shoot back up to the ship and see what we can see. You can see there's... oh, going back down. And we're going back up again. Who knows what was going through my mind. Anyway, hopefully I shall be clicking on the crafting tool shortly. That's the inventory, which you open with I. And there's our basic crafting panel. If you look on the right hand side there with the spanner, that will help you open up the basic crafting section. And you can see we can make wood planks. So we need to turn all that wood into a plank. It's got 72 there straight away. And crafting is instantaneous, which is lovely, no crafting time. So click that and boom, you've got them. And we can immediately make the wooden crafting table, which will then go straight up into slot 6 up at the top of the screen, because it wasn't completely filled up. You can just drag that and drop it anywhere you like on the screen, and you can see our quest is complete, and we get another 10 pixels, which is nice. Next is food fight, which enables us to we need to kill an alien using a bow and arrow, and that then drops some meat, and we can then cook that meat on an open campfire, and I shall walk you through that shortly. First things first though, we need to get this guy kitted out. You see there's the hunting bow. We need plant fibre and unrefined wood to make that hunting bow. Don't have enough of either. We haven't even seen how to get plant fibre yet. And if we look down here, there's the stone axe. We need that. We need some cobblestones for that, and we certainly haven't got that yet. And in order to get the cobblestones, it's more efficient if we have a pickaxe, and there's a stone pickaxe, and the stone pickaxe also needs us to have 10 cobblestones. So either or, we're going to need to get out there and do some mining using this basic manipulator. So we're going to go back down there now, and I know there's some cobblestones off to the left, but we do need some extra wood first. The reason being is that we need some unrefined wood so that we can make the bow. The bow doesn't actually require wooden planks, it just needs basic wood. And again, you can see it's taking quite a long time just to cut down a tree. Love the sound effects of the trees, sounds great. And we've got a little stash there of pixels. We just bash that, get some pixels. And you can see down here there's a vine. and that vine is what gives us plant fibre, so we can mine that again using the matter manipulator for now. Again, it does take a very long time to do it, just got to persevere. Later on, once we've got an axe and we've got a pickaxe, you'll never need to use this matter manipulator ever again. If you look off to the left there, you saw some nasty mobs having a bit of a ruckus with another animal. There's the plant fibres, so we can now pick all of those up. And let's see what we were doing next. Are we going to mine this tree as well? Yes, it looks that way. Looks like I decided to take some more unrefined wood. Don't think I actually needed it, but what the hell. Let's see. Yeah, still going, still going, still going, still going. And is it there yet? There we go. Finally, you can see this has taken an awful long time. Hopefully that's the last tree that this character fells. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go off and get some cobblestone now. And these are cobblestones. Again, you can just use the matter manipulator as if it was a pickaxe. But again, it does take an awful long time. And he needs at least 10, if not 20 cobblestones, so that he can make both the stone axe and the stone pickaxe. Once he's got that in the bag, then the whole game becomes that much simpler. It really is quite remarkable how much quicker it is to use a pickaxe and a stone axe than using this matter manipulator. The matter manipulator is incredibly underpowered, but it is a jack of all trades but a master of none. So yeah, it can do any task, which is great. But once you've got the pickaxe and the stone axe, the chances of you actually using it to actually do any retrieval is going to be very slim indeed. Because even a pickaxe which is completely blunt is better than this slow, terrible, draining, boring, mining, slowly, still going. You can see what I mean. You can actually mine 4 things at once. I think I'll show you shortly the different ways of mining. With the left click, you can mine with just 4 areas. On the right click, you mine the background, and if you hold down shift and do mining, you just mine one section at the same time. You can see I'm making a 2-handed out pickaxe there, which is going to make a massive difference. And if you look up at the top of the screen, it's already in our slot 9, and I've armed it, so there's our pickaxe. We're going to have to do some fighting to get past little critters again. Okay, just going to have to do some bashing. Yep, there we go, he's dead. And we've got to take 10 pixels for that, and we can start doing some mining. Now look how much more effective this pickaxe is. It's so much better than the matter manipulator, it just isn't funny. It makes all the difference in the world. And there we got enough cobblestones to get our axe. So we're going to go back to the crafting table and make our axe. Where is it? It's in this list, there it is. Craft that. And that's all done. And now we need to sort out all of this inventory stuff up here. You can see as we've picked stuff up, it's automatically put things into the quick slots, which really don't want that stuff there. That needs to be in the inventory. So we can just drag and drop that into this other part of the inventory, which is normally used for storing this kind of stuff. So there we get that all sorted out so it's not in our way. And there's the cobblestones and the plant fibres, get it all in there, and the saplings as well. We don't need those quick to hand. And whilst we've got the inventory open, we can actually move these parts around. You can just select them, but once you've got the inventory open, you can move them around the quick slots very easily. Just going to put the axe up in 5 there, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. There we go. Let's get back, and we've now got a stone axe, we've got the pickaxe. What do we need to do now? Build the hunting bow. So, oh no, forgot about the bandages. Bandages, you only just need 2 plant fibres to make 1. Select that, press down on the mouse button, and you can start healing. And if you look up in that top left hand corner there, you'll see the healing starting, and he's now back to full health with just 2 bandages. So a very effective way of healing yourself very quickly. And he's got his pickaxe there. Yeah, just needing a pickaxe. Stone axe is there. I'm going to go down and get some more cobblestones. see how this mining progresses. And that's showing you now how the different modes work. So you can see he's just mining foreground here. Now I'll mine some background. And you'll see a light source suddenly emerge there, so it's lighting up this cavern a little bit, and that's really useful in the earlier parts of the mining area, simply because you don't need so many torches. But torches, just put those up there, we can then place them a little bit far away from ourselves, which is great. This is where the matter manipulator comes into its own, and we can flesh that out, and it really does light up that cavern beautifully. You can already see some coal there, and it looks like silver ore as well. And we're going to zoom back up here and go back to the crafting table and make the hunting bow, which needs just plant fibre and unrefined wood. And now we've got the hunting bow. What happens when you use the hunting bow is anything that you kill with it should drop alien meat, which is part of the quest. Before we go down, I'm just going to move things around. We only need the matter manipulator in our inventory now. We don't need it up on the quick bar, so we've got lots of other stuff. So moving all the weapons into the first 5 slot I find most useful. Just keep the matter manipulator in the inventory. And I like to keep bandages in slot 5, simply so it's quick and easy if I need to use it. So, just showing you there that the quick buttons only work when the inventory is actually open. I'm going to zoom back now and try and take out some critters with the bow and arrow. And the bow and arrow is slightly different to other weapons in the game in that it uses some stamina every time you use it. You hold down that button to pull back, release, there goes the arrow, and you lose a bit of stamina as you use it. Okay, now I think there's some critters down in one of these areas here. We don't really want to mess with those guys just yet. I'm likely to kill him straight away, so he's going to go off to the right here. So go to the other side of the planet, away from those heavy critters. And hopefully we should find something a little bit more killable. There we go, got some underground sackcloth bird things. I'm not too sure what the hell they look like. And he's going to try and just whack them. There, got a nice shot. And again, you do need to try and kill them with the bow and arrow as best you can. I seem to remember not doing too well here, so I had to came very close to death, even just doing little things like this. But pop there, and you can see at the bottom of the screen raw alien meat has been gathered. So we've got all the resources we need. So just go whack that one with a sword, and then get out of dodge. So we get back to the surface, heal up a bit. Using our band-aids. Noticed I didn't have enough band-aids left, so got out our axe, whack that plant fibre down, and then make some more. You click on the spanner, and wondering where the plant fibre is. There we go, it's in there, so we've got 14 there. Yep, we definitely got them. And go and find band-aids there. Can make 3 straight away. I love the way the crafting is just instantaneous in this game. It just saves so much time. And there we go. Oh, being attacked. So get out that sword, I hope. There we go. And bash that one until it goes away. And fabulous. Everything's sorted. Got some pixels off that to kill as well. So we've got our alien meat. To cook it, we need a campfire. And all we need for a campfire is some wood, which we should have in the inventory. So let's see, there we go. Look down the list, there's the campfire again, just one click, craft, and you'll see it just drops straight into slot 8 at the top of the screen the moment it's made. And then all we do is select 8, select 8, and then drop it on the floor there. Then just hover over it, press E, and there's the campfire dialogue. Drag the meat into the first slot, click cook, and a second later you've got a nice piece of meat. That then goes back in your inventory, and our quest is complete again. There's our reward, the 10 pixels, and we get to the next quest, which is to build a furnace. So that's about the first 15 minutes of the game played. you get the general idea. Yes, it's a bit like Terraria, but I think it looks a lot better, and it certainly sounds a lot better, and I think it's a really fabulous game.